Hey guys, welcome back to another tips and tricks video for Friday the 13th. In this video I'll be covering a technique I like to call Stalk+VHS static. So just a little bit of information before we get started. The whole reason this technique works is because of the VHS static that counselors see before you use one of your abilities as Jason, like shift or stalk. Because counselors see VHS static when we use shift or stalk, they may be tricked into thinking that we're shifting towards them when we're really just using our stalk to lure them in closer so we can get the grab. So without further ado, let's jump right into the video and I'll show you some examples. When I have a counselor cornered in a cabin, I try to make them feel as uncomfortable as possible. Just sort of try to build the tension by staring at them. Then I'll activate my stalk, giving them the VHS static, hopefully tricking them into thinking that I'm shifting towards them, and then when they make that error of trying to move towards the door, I'll be ready to grab them. Now this technique isn't going to work on everybody, but if you have your stalk available to you, might as well try and see what happens. I've been able to trick players anywhere from casual players, new players, even veteran players who have been playing for a really long time, so you just never know. Try it out, see what happens. Now using this technique outdoors is a little more tricky, because the counselor can go in any number of different directions, unlike the cabin where they're confined to a tight space. But just try it out, you never know, they may run right into you. Now it was basically pure luck that the counselor ran in my general direction, but later on in this video I'll show you a better way of using this technique outdoors that will up your percentage of being successful. Now I'm fairly certain that this was a new player to the game because they fell for this technique pretty hard. If you're a new player to the game and you don't want to fall victim to this technique, you need to be aware of the VHS static, but more importantly you need to listen to the music and hear if it drops off. If it does, he's just using stalk and he's not shifting towards you. This is the better way of using this technique outdoors that I was talking about. When you have a counselor that's not trying to run away from you and just set you up for attacks, they only have a split second to make a decision when they see the VHS static, and often they make the error of running right into you and it allows you to get an easy grab. As soon as the counselor turns their back to me, I turn on stalk, giving them the VHS static. They do a U-turn and make the error of running right into me. Another thing you can do is take out the power boxes so the counselor's fear will be higher and their field of view will be more narrow, making it more disorientating for the person playing. Another thing I like to do is when somebody aims their weapon at me is turn on stalk to give them the VHS static, making it more difficult for them to aim. I wasn't even really trying to trick them to get the grab, I was just trying to make it more difficult for him to aim with the VHS static, but he ran right into me. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and as always, thanks for checking out my videos, and if you're new to my channel, subscribe to stay up to date with new content. Also, off to the side are some of my previous videos I've made, so if you want to check them out, they're right there. Thanks for watching.